Okay, so day 2 of IOP was way easier. It wasn't as emotionally draining for me and it wasn't as rough. I don't think I cried at all the second day because it didn't get very deep, or at least I didn't feel like it did. So apparently on Thursdays you only have 2 groups, not 3. The groups just last longer. So as soon as I got there, my case manager, who I knew of her and like we had met in the group setting, but we had never met on like an individual basis. So she pulled me to her office and I was in there with her for at least probably 30 or 40 minutes because she wanted to get to know me because I was new and she wanted to talk to me and blah, blah, blah. So and also everybody gives you like handouts and like all of these like paper things. So you have like all of these things, but she gave me emotion regulation um things and she said that we could go over it next week. So that's basically all that I did with her, and then just answer her questions. Um, and then, so yeah, we have these folders that we have to carry around, and I don't really think you like have to have the folder. I'm told that you're supposed to, but I know that other people in the group don't carry this folder around. So then I went back into the group and we were talking, or they were talking, about one thing that you admire about yourself and one thing you admire about others. And so we did that. And then one of the activities was to write down something that you wanted to accomplish today and then the steps. I have it in here. And then the steps that you are going to take to achieve it. So basically like a short-term goal. So we did that, and then we took a break, and then the second counselor came in, and he was the same counselor who did my suicide risk assessment on my first day, and he was the one making the jokes about like the drugs and stuff. But it turns out he just has a different kind of therapy style than all of the other counselors. So we basically talked about normal and like what normal is, and he drew like a bell curve on on the chalkboard or on the whiteboard, and basically showed that there was a lot of space in the normal category. And then we went over, I'll actually show you the page. I don't even really fully understand this worksheet. We never really were able to get into it, but it's this one right here. Basically the advantages and disadvantages of using or doing something, and then the advantages and disadvantages of not using or not doing something. So he talked about that for a while. His class wasn't even, or his group wasn't even like a group. There was really no interaction. It was more like a lecture feel to me, which is fine. So yeah, and then after that, we were able to leave. So, that's pretty much it for the second day. I go back on Monday for another 3 hours.